A woman from the UK began to suspect her husband of cheating after she checked the data in the companion app of their electric toothbrush, one brush and different attachments for each family member, and noticed that her husband sometimes brushed his teeth when not usual. Under the rink. Paul Jones, a British private investigator with more than a decade of experience, recently spoke about one of his most unusual cases. It's rare to catch a cheating partner at the scene of a crime, but it's even rarer to catch him cheating with an electric toothbrush. And yet, it can happen. One of Jones's clients, a married mother of two who was trying to improve her children's brushing habits by monitoring their use of an electronic toothbrush through a smartphone app, noticed that the brush was being used at odd times of the day when the children were supposed to be at school and her husband at work. After making sure that her children were really at school, she started a conversation with her husband, who claimed to have been at work all day. Over time, the client noticed that his partner's dental cleaning history was being recorded at an irregular time when he was supposedly at work, Jones said. At first, it didn't seem like anything special. Brushing teeth closer to noon on Fridays didn't cause immediate concern, but over time, the woman began to notice a pattern. The electric toothbrush was used on Fridays when her husband was supposed to be at work. In fact, the spouse hadn't gone to work on Friday before lunch for several months. Instead, he was having an affair with a colleague right at their family home, knowing that no one would be there. It's time-stamped data, often location-based and emotionless, Jones said, of the data that smart devices register these days. When the device reports that someone brushed their teeth at 10:48 a.m., even though they were supposed to start work at 9 a.m., it's very difficult to explain. Jones warned unfaithful partners that smart devices such as voice assistants, smart scales, and toothbrushes may contain compromising information, and no matter how deceitful the spouses may be, innocent data can help catch them. The second story. Although cheating is one of the worst things you can do to your partner, a certain Danielle from the UK admitted that she resigned, can't stop, and cheated on 8 of her serious partners, including her fiancé, and all with the same man. Even though she feels guilty about it, Danielle said her future husband has no idea that she keeps returning to her fondly first love. But the bride herself, who confessed that she is earnestly soft and sweet, said that her first love is the only man she has never cheated on, and said that cheating is the only way to, muttering, protect her relationship with the groom whom she met in 2023. But she knows that the saying, "Once you change forever," rings true because she can't stop doing it. It all started when she cheated on her university boyfriend, whom she had been dating for 2 months. When he left for the weekend, she said that her ex asked her to meet him at a pub. She realized that she was still fixated on him, so she went and eventually had sex with him. The couple vowed not to tell anyone. She said that, in her opinion, she likes the excitement of doing something bad and avoiding punishment. gamble. During a 2-year relationship with her college boyfriend, she had sex with her ex about once a week and also started sleeping with her housemate. It became easy for Danielle to give in to the desire for sex. Danielle admits that she has a strong sexual attraction, and she would sneak out when her boyfriend was asleep to have sex with her roommate and then return to bed with her boyfriend. But she said that cheating often usually starts after an argument. She confessed, "I'm reactive, and when someone hurts me, I want to hurt them back." It's the same with her fiancé, whom she met at a party. When they first met, she swore that she would not cheat on him, and he knew about her past, but hesitantly, not fully. However, after an argument, she once said that bitterly he called her a slut, so she signed up for the dating site Illicit Encounters. 2 days after registering on the website, she had sex with a married man in the backseat of his wife's Range Rover in a pub parking lot. Then she began to get used to sleeping with other men and admitted that she liked the, quote, thrill of cheating, end quote. She never confessed this to her fiancé, as she did not want to, quote, see anyone suffer, she said. She felt sorry for the, quote, wives and girlfriends of the men she had sex with, unquote. Danielle also believes her secret sexual habits will, quote, come as a surprise to those who know her, and said she doesn't think people will think she's doing it, but to keep up with her double life, she has to take some precautions to avoid getting caught. Everything on Danielle's phone is password protected and hidden in folders, and she doesn't share her location with her partner, unquote. She has it password protected with other men she posted on Connective, unquote. I've only been exposed twice, unquote, but imagine thoughtful. One guy had a friend who followed me when I was with another man, unquote. My last ex found out when I got pregnant. He was abroad when I got pregnant, unquote. I had a miscarriage and I left him a month later, unquote. But although she sometimes feels guilty about her fiancé, she won't stop doing it because it protects her relationship, unquote. I really love my fiancé, but I'm getting married because he really wants to, unquote. I never wanted to tie the knot, but it's important to him. If someone else had told me that he did what I did, I would have thought, unquote, God, that's terrible, unquote. But I think you have to be a very brave person to be with someone forever and not cheat, unquote. Firm. I've seen these relationships become sexless and unhappy, and I don't want that for myself, unquote. Therefore, I will continue to change, unquote. And yes, all these years she's been constantly messing with that first one of hers.